you said bring value. Sometime back earlier, you were talking about bringing value, and I mean, everything you've said obviously demonstrates that you're consistently bringing value. But how do you, when you show up, for instance, how do you see yourself in being the messenger, you're not just the messenger, but you're the co-creator as well. So what are some of the value that you feel like you are bringing, the top three or the top four?
Well, and I think about time. I think about ultimately the monetary component, accuracy, quality of outcome. So I think of any one of those touch points and say, if those are places where we have exposure, where we have a shortfall, it's taking too long, the results are inaccurate. And so even as we talked, I know our clients today, we're saying, I think accountants oftentimes, within the profession, and whether you're working in a corporate setting, you're working in a public firm, no matter, it has been a lot of paper pushing. It's been a lot of transactional. It's been a lot of compliance, not a lot of value. That is, in some respects, that has been, kind of I'll call it a legacy role, but it certainly has been a large portion of what being an accountant has been historically. And so really, in so many ways right now, we're in the middle of that, or, underway with that, this mindset of saying, we want not just a seat at the table, what are our opportunities to bring value in the context of the information that makes the organization, and it has to be real time. And because everything's happening so fast, so it can't be 15 days after month end anymore, or even longer than that. It can't be after the year end audit. I mean, this stuff has to be, we have to be surfacing this stuff every single day. It has to be actionable, it has to be accurate, it has to be timely. And that's going to then set the stage for us to have a much different kind of engagement on the part of the accountant across the rest of the organization. And, it brings about the ability for us to impact, kind of where the organization goes. It doesn't do us any good if if it's late, it's long, going, that was, relevant back then. I mean, that the situation's long been, impacted the organization. Now, what am I in the middle of? I need to know in the middle of the firefight, not, after it's, kind of the damage has all been done.
I agree. Matter of fact,